All right, lads. How's it going? Punch, one of my all-time favourites. Look at this
It's just
booty. This
big,
is
isn't it?
this is a Punch double Coronas. Corona. So it's a 49 ring gauge, 7 5/8 Mahusiv. This is one of the biggest, longest cigars out there that I've ever come across. Have you smoked a longer one than this?
No, certainly not.
Well, I got given one by the guy in Taylor's that was damaged. The wrapper was damaged, and I told you. Do you remember I smoked
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
It was nice.
Oh, it's the same as this, but just damaged.
Exactly the same with this. But, however, these have been in my humidor, and I've taken great care with them. And both of them have got damage to them, haven't they?
Yeah, slightly.
So, unfortunately, we'll see, won't we? It's got a real lot of wind here today, boys. You want to light yours?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to try and talk loudly into this mic.
Did you get these from abroad?
No. No. When I was in Spain, I never saw a punch. I absolutely love punch. The punch, the punch 48, the punch coronations. It's just beautiful tasting tobacco. Has it had much to do with punches?
No,
No.
never. I don't think I've ever had one.
And yeah,
One to kick off with, isn't it?
yeah, not a bad one, is it? I mean, I used to smoke the El Cohiba Splendidos is pretty regular, and they were 46 and about 7 inches or just under, but this is a 49. Well, I smoked one the other day that was very badly damaged, and it tasted nice still. A lot of the wrapper's basically gone. So, but I think we're going to have a couple of problems with these at some stage.
Seems so far away, the foot.
Well, this is bigger than Churchill used to smoke. They are fucking lovely punch. I love punch. Back in the day when they first came on, I've done a little bit of history on punch a few months ago when I smoked one. But the name punch came from a magazine. It used to be a magazine, a very popular magazine back in the day called Punch in Britain. And that's where they got the name for the cigar. All good?
All good. Yeah.
So usual, we're going with tea. But by the time you finish this, you could probably add 2 or 3 pints.
Try and be careful that that doesn't blow up.
Yeah, it's a shame they got a little bit of damage. I've got a split there. To be fair, I could have. I got the old cigar glue, couldn't I? I could have done them, but then they don't look pretty at all. They look. Whereas right now, that looks gorgeous. That wrapper, doesn't it? What a lovely lardy.
Yeah.
We've been going 4 minutes. We've only had 2 puffs.
It's smooth. I feel like it's smoother because of the length of it, like a robusto. I don't know.
Yeah.
Longer for the smoke to get to your mouth.
Well, although it's a bit windy, perfect day to have a long cigar, isn't it? Summer.
Yeah.
We've had more sunshine this spring, summer so far than we had all of last summer.
Have we? That's surprising, but last summer was a bit shit, wasn't it?
We did a video on Bexhill Beach, me and the Pain, on the 26th of June last year, basically saying summer had started. It was awful start, wasn't it? We didn't get going till late June.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been nice. What have you been up to today?
Today, mowing.
You've been at work then?
No, I was
Working yet?
no tomorrow. We was going to go in yesterday and do the repoint. I've got some repointing to do on that job up in. Well, I built that extension. We finished the extension. There's a bit of repointing to do, but it was pouring hard. So we're doing it tomorrow, me and the Peen. So I'll be mowing here. Yeah,
Fair enough.
not doing an awful lot. You golf.
I
Did you
was,
play golf?
yeah, I played well today. Well, back nine, I kind of lost it a bit, but I was one over on the front nine, 3 birdies. I played well the front nine today. And then I had 2 trebles on the back. I still joined first in my comp.
That was all right.
Yeah, it was alright. I would have rather been first on my own.
Yeah,
though.
of course. You can look back, can't you? Think the wasted shots. You think,
I had,
God.
I had a lot of 3 putts today, but then I also sunk a lot of, 15 footers, quite a few, 15 foot plus.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that wind just drops off a bit. The sun's beautiful,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
lovely.
Yeah, so I finished that extension.
Oh, it's all done.
Yeah. The only way I'll have to lay any more bricks on it, where I finished it off, which I've finished it off a couple of 3 courses below plate height, when the rafters come down, he's on about from the top of my brickwork to the eaves, doing it in timber because the original house is.
Oh, right.
He might change his mind and say he wants it bricked up, but unless he then changes his mind, we're done. It looks well. It's just been a pain in the arse. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, I bet. Those jobs are tedious, aren't they? I can imagine.
But it goes from bad to worse because going over to Hove to do a pointing job. The Peen's been there cutting out for 2 days and it's absolute bullet. Oh,
Is that, yeah, I saw the video. What's the.
He done need fucking cutting out. He done need doing.
So why are they having it done? Have they got damp or something?
No, it's on a block of flats where they pay money in every month or every year they pay a
So they
maintenance
want to
charge.
spend money on something they don't
Crazy. Well, that's the surveyor for you. Nuss says it could be patch pointed. But the trouble is with patch pointing, they're going to put a scaffold up all over the gable end just to do a few meters. They don't like doing that. But it might have been worth hiring a scissor lift thing, what they call, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of them for the day.
Yeah.
But anyway, fuck. He's burnt out a cable and he's burnt the bushes out, burnt out on one of my cutters already in 2 days. Yeah, I just got some new bushes yesterday and a new plug I've got to put on the
like
cable.
you said, you're going to be churning through blades flat out, aren't you?
Yeah, and it's the luck of the draw with the hard bit or the soft bit or whatever. You can't go back and say, "Oh, I don't like it, so I want more money." Well, you can, but you ain't going to get anywhere. So there's that we're starting. We're going to go and help the Peen, so I'm not looking forward to that.
No. Yeah, you don't know completely until you start work, do you?
No, plus it's Hove. It's an hour and a half.
Have you charged accordingly for that?
Wow.
Until you realise the pub was rock hard.
Yeah, I could have done me charging another £20 or £30 a metre listening to what Peen said, but it's too late. For the rubbing up, just doing a bucket handle finish, I have a bracket, and I've gone to the higher end of the bracket because of where it was. But, I don't talk about money. I charge what I charge, and other people charge what they charge.
Yeah, of course.
I'm slower than most and probably dearer than most. Unlucky.
Do a good job.
I'm fucked, innit?
I've been fitting plaster cornices at my house. What a pain in the arse.
What, screwing them up?
No, just with adhesive and panel pins to keep them locked in place while they go off, while it goes off. But I thought it can't be too bad. This, you know, I do the skirting. I do an alright job of the skirting. Doing a plaster coving mitre is fucking well hard. But you can.
Internal corners.
Yeah, internal corners. It's not like
Especially when your room ain't square, is it?
exactly. And skirting's flat, so it sits against the wall. Where this is concave, isn't it? So it's hard to get right. But you can chip away with a standing knife. They're made of plaster molded, so.
What the hell do you want to stick all them up there for?
It looks nice.
Fucking
And plus, some of
awesome.
my plastering work was ropey, so I wanted to cover where the ceiling meets the wall.
Fair enough.
But I've actually enjoyed doing it.
They want to keep it down in there or what? These are lovely, aren't
Yeah,
they?
really nice. I'm just thinking that.
You just honestly, punch is definitely up there. Definitely up there. So the Podomos, I've got a mate, Mikey, on here, YouTube, that lives in Spain. And he bought a box of Podomo. I can't remember what he said. It was good. It was like about $300 thingies
Yeah.
for 25. That's over five. They're about 550 quid here.
Yeah.
So 300 euros, just under 200, just under 300 quid, isn't it? Nice if when you went out there, they had a selection of everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You end up going hunting around loads of different shops for what you want. I always end up back in the first place as well. It's always the best place.
But in Torremolinos, there's about 7 or 8 where me and your mum go. But the main one, Miguel Street, San Miguel Street or San Miguel Street, I think, something like that. He's the best one to go to. If he ain't got them, doubt anyone has.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look in Venice when I go. I'm sure they'll have a shop.
Mm. The wind is still going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's your dog gone, man? He was here a minute ago. Come on, proper wind here.
He's in there.
This is only my fourth cigar this weekend. It's good, isn't it, for me?
Is it?
Mm. Almost given up, and I.
4 in a day, isn't it? Usually.
On a weekend, I might have 3.
I have 1 or 2 a week.
Mm. Bit noisy in there, innit? Why? You and Fat Mouth. You want to come on? Warm again, love, innit?
Carl said 20 earlier.
You see, Starmer got rid of the Chagos Islands,
No.
and we got to pay fucking billions of pounds to Mauritius. That's what makes me laugh. The money, he says black hole and all that, we got no money, and yet he loves spending our money, doesn't he?
I don't know anyone I've spoke to that actually is fond of him. Like sometimes you get the odd one, don't you, with whoever's in charge, but
Well, loads and loads of different news outlets have said literally he's the most hated, disliked, untrusted, whatever prime minister of all time. And we've had some shockers, haven't we?
yeah.
Had some right shockers. But I just cannot believe how much money that fucking man spends. And we haven't got the money. Well, the money comes from us, doesn't it? And we obviously don't produce enough money, so he fucking borrows more. So he's killing us slowly in every direction, isn't he? I mean, this wind might have slowed them up, but it's still been dry, isn't it? There'll be another few hundred up the beach today, wouldn't there? Pay for them. Do you reckon about these fires? Did you see about the fires on these ex-properties? By
What Starmers?
yeah, Ukrainian rent boy.
No.
Something strange going on there.
I heard someone try setting his gaff on fire.
Yeah, well, there's 3 blokes being arrested, all Ukrainian. One of them's a 21-year-old Ukrainian rent boy. Fuck, mate, there's something seriously wrong there with that story. He's a fucking wrong'un. He's an absolute wrong'un. There's been a lot of patriotic marches, hasn't there? And then a load of lefties came out, and of course there was some trouble. It's really bad, isn't it? You know, we poor old Irish, Southern Ireland, they're suffering, aren't they, as well? The Irish government are as dopey as our government. There was a story, there's a village in Ireland, and there was something like 240, it might have been 240 Irish people lived there. It might have been less, it might have been 160. It was a tiny little village, and the Irish government put 300 illegal immigrants, men, in their village. So they doubled the population like
Didn't
that.
hear about that. Yeah.
Of course, none of them speak any English, do they? I expect. And they was up in arms, the locals. What do they expect?
Right.
It's fucking disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah.
How to ruin a village in one day. Put the third fucking world there. Well done. You pump a load of third world people into your area, it's gonna bring that area down.
Yeah.
In quality of life, values of properties, innit?
Yeah.
Fucking disgraceful. I shouldn't really be talking about it, should I? But it absolutely angers me to the point where,
I think you're probably saying what is on everyone's mind.
yeah. Well, I reckon Starmer needs one of those, and I'm not talking about a cigar. He's fucking tucked up the fishermen. He's signed this deal where he's sneakily trying to get back in Europe when we voted out. We got frogs fishing our fucking waters for 12 years. Well done, Starmer. We've got to take orders from them and pay them money again. Europe.
Yeah.
Those unelected pissheads that call themselves the European fucking Union. They're not elected. They're not voted for, sorry. No one votes them in. They're appointments. And all pissheads fucking backwardly bent, in they? Backdoor deals everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
We
It's wrong.
voted to
It's
get
wrong,
away
isn't it?
from that, didn't we?
Yeah.
We voted to get out of all that shit. They never did. Boris Johnson never had the balls, none of them, to leave the ECHR, European Human Rights Convention. Fuck the European Human Rights Convention. We should have our own new fucking human rights, shouldn't we? You got the right to fuck off out of our country if you're illegal. How about that being number one? Like that one? Do you reckon I feel passionate about this?
Just a bit.
But I've said it on here
Do you know
before.
what? I stopped looking. I was looking. I used to look at news threads all the time, and it just wound me up.
Yeah. I
Especially
think it's
Twitter, mate. You
Yeah.
get so much info on there, and Twitter just pisses me off. So I stopped looking at it.
Right. So the people of my age, right, this is the difference between me and you. You're 30s. I'm nearly 60. Right. So I've got memories of the 70s. I've got memories of the 70s onwards. Right. The 70s were quite bad times for being an adult. For being a kid, they were fucking fantastic. The 80s, being a kid, fucking fantastic. And being an adult, good too, because there was money to be earned. So we knew, we know the better life. We know what we had before. Yes, we always had immigrants. Yes, we need them, don't we?
Yeah.
But it was all in proportion.
Yeah.
There was no, you got felt ill, you fucking got a doctor's appointment.
Yeah. Everywhere's just overpopulated.
We've got a decreasing population, but the fucking roads are busier. But all these things that go wrong because we've got too many people in the country now. You know, they take the piss, don't they? Saying when every time a boat comes over, oh, well, look, another boatload of doctors and lawyers. They fucking are, aren't they?
You'll get cancelled.
Will I? What?
Oh, Jay, no, I don't know.
Will I
How
forget
do I
telling
know?
the truth though?
Starmer send his social media police. That was fucking wrong, wasn't it? After those protests, not protests. What were they? It was just a demonstration, wasn't it?
Are you on about Southgate?
No, when Tommy Robinson organised that.
Not Southgate, Southport.
Was it Southport?
Southport was when the little girls got.
Oh yeah.
And then,
yeah.
But what did he? Well, when those people got arrested and put in prison for saying things about it, he said those riots were done by far right thugs.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they've had a report out saying there's absolutely no evidence, none whatsoever, that there's a far right. You know why? Because they were working people like you and me, venting their anger. The innocent little girls got killed or hurt or mentally ruined for the rest of their life going dancing on a Saturday.
But then he's just seeing the few that take it to the extreme and start smashing in windows and just.
Well, that was just heat. But that's heat of the moment. I know, and I don't agree with that. I think that's wrong. But the heat of the moment, stupid things happen, things boil over. There was no right. There might have been fucking the odd right wing, but it wasn't. It was parents.
Yeah, I know that, but that's what I mean. That's why he's a cunt for labeling everyone as that.
It's fucking disgraceful. He's a left wing fucking activist.
Wonder if they've switched off by now.
The majority of people that watch us talking on here are bricklayers and men, from the same sort of background as me and you, and they totally agree with it. I'm in the position now where I've got a few followers and I can do a bit of bleating and be heard, but not that means I should, and I don't mean to piss anyone off by going on about it. I am going to shut up about it now. But when you watch as much news as I do, I watch the news. I don't play video games, do I? I'm not throwing darts. I watch a lot of news because I'm interested in what's going on around me, and what I see is going on around me is unfair, it's unjust, and it's wrong. So because I anything I have a passion about, I've always got a lot to say. Ain't
Yeah.
I? Like I said, I was a kid in the 70s. It was fucking brilliant. I was a kid, young adult in the 80s. Fucking brilliant. 90s, all right. 97, Tony Blair got voted in. I was in Germany at the time, and they kept singing that song by Doreen. They kept playing the song "Things Can Only Get Better." That cunt made things worse. It was him that opened the floodgates. It was Tony Lionel Gay Boy Blair. And then, to be fair, in Labour's defence, the Conservatives started to turn woke and liberal. Blair,
It's a
he
long
started it.
road.
So life in Britain, I was born in 68, and in 97 Blair got in. So between those dates, life was not too bad. Lots of problems along the way, but we weren't getting overrun. If you wanted to go down Dorset and book a hotel for a long weekend, you could have done. Good luck now. Anyway, the high horse has disappeared and I've got off it. Punch is beautiful.
Yeah. Mine's smoking really nice, even after those splits.
Actually, they haven't split, have they?
No, I've been holding that hole because it's not been smoking. The draw's not been that great, so I've just been holding that hole.
No, you're about to get away from it
and
now.
it makes it better.
They got a
They've still
real
got
distinctive taste.
loads left.
Well, it's still bigger than a Robusto.
Yeah.
See, I'd like one of these on the beach in Spain, but I don't think I could buy one very easily out. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I don't think I saw any Churchill size cigars or bigger out there. I had a few Romeo Wide Churchills. They were nice.
They're good. Yeah.
Lovely smoking, they.
Yeah.
Big fat old thing, 56 gauge they are.
That's cold.
Gone cold.
Can I borrow one of your cutters at some point?
Oh, what colours?
This cutter. You've got battery ones, haven't you?
What do you want to do? When do you want to buy?
You know the wall that divides my garage, our two drives? We knocked that down the other day. And there's just where the footing was. I dug that
What,
out.
you and your neighbour?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it gives us way more room to get in and out of the cars. His van.
Oh, the wall at the front.
Yeah.
What did you do with all the rubble?
Skip. He had a skip and I had a skip conveniently, so we just half and half. But I want to just make the edge clean where the footing was, and then just put a bit of concrete in there. So at the minute, it's sloped and it's all jagged.
Mm. Yeah, you can buy one.
When I was doing it with him, it was hard because those bricks are solid, as you know. But for some reason, he had like a crowbar in the brickwork, and he hit it with a hammer. And I thought, "What are you doing?" And he done it again, and the crowbar flung out and hit me straight on the shin bone.
Hit you?
Yeah,
Nice.
and it hurt.
Yeah,
like,
will
it
do.
hurt bad.
Yeah, I like a nice kick in the shins, is there?
So yeah, I just. So you're right. I wanted to say no. Fucking all right.
Fucking getting a crowbar in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got a 3 foot long chisel. That would have been good. Or a gun.
I got one of those. No, he had his Bosch hammer drill, but it's only it's an SDS with the hammer function, and he burned it.
I'm not surprised.
I got one of those Titans. They're the nuts. They are.
They do pack a punch for the money.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I got two of them. You could have
There's
borrowed.
screw fixer. Well, I got that ages ago to chase out the walls when I'd done the electrics and that. Because I'd done the living room by hand with a hammer and chisel,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought I ain't doing a house like this. No way.
No, it's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah, the things I used to just do back in that day with just hand tools. It's amazing, really. Proper craftsmanship. Not, I'm on about like woodwork as well.
Yeah, and all the like the roadworks before they had disc cutters, they did it with hammer and chisel.
Yeah.
Hammer and bolsters. They had big long things and big long hammers. But fuck me, them boys.
No wonder they had a short lifespan.
Yeah, but they must have been fit.
Yeah.
Everyone was fit. And even though they probably smoked 60 a day, they
Yeah.
could fucking probably fight for fucking 30 rounds if they wanted to. Different breed, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, we have it hard. Don't get me wrong, it's a hard life. But when you think about the power tools we have,
Yeah.
crazy. There's a power tool for everything now, isn't there?
I was come across a video on YouTube of them building the Empire State Building back in the day, and now the guys that are working on that.
And they's all banging in hot rivets by
Yeah,
hand, weren't they? I
yeah.
expect.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that was you have to beat them down, don't you?
Yeah. Some of the well, it wasn't scaffolding, was it? But what they were working off, the platforms, just didn't look safe. at all.
Fearless, weren't they?
Yeah.
Fearless.
Only 5 deaths during the construction of that. I say only, there shouldn't be any, but back in the day, obviously,
Yeah,
health and safety was a bit different.
they obviously had a very good balance. They weren't tied in. We didn't have harnesses, did they?
No.
Imagine being up there in the Empire State Building in the middle of fucking winter, how cold that place
Yeah.
gets. Fucking everything you touch, metal. They didn't have the gloves we have,
No.
and I couldn't touch the metal with our gloves nowadays.
I know.
Amazing. I don't know if they were well paid or whatever back
I
in the
would,
day.
yeah, I would expect so.
Well, the average bloke, if they said you got to work up there, he'd say do one, wouldn't he? So it's not everyone's cup of tea, is it?
Wouldn't be my cup of tea.
No, mine either. Fuck that. Fuck work.
The guys that literally do yearly rotations of cleaning the windows on like the World Trade Centers, don't you? They're just in those 2-man lifts like the whole year.
Before they got knocked over.
No, there's a new one.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, you got the one World Trade. But I'm just an example. Yeah, I don't fancy that. I bet they earn good money though.
Well, the Severn Bridge, isn't it? Is it the Severn Bridge there? The cut goes to Wales from England.
Oh, yeah.
Don't they paint that, and then when they finish it, they go back to the start and start again?
I've heard something like that.
Imagine that. Same colour paint, same fucking paint every day for fucking 45 years.
Yeah. It might be what I heard about the Golden Gate Bridge as well in San Francisco.
It probably is the same.
Yeah. We'll have to keep that not red, don't they?
But they'll all be clipped on with wires and
Yeah.
harnesses, won't they? But it'll still be fucking, I mean, even in San Francisco, it'd be cold up there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I imagine fucking on the Severn Bridge in the middle of winter, it'd be fucking up, G.
San Francisco Bridge is pretty impressive.
Mm.
Long time ago we went there now. But...
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all the stuff that they built.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Look at New York, how many bridges there are there. There's enough in London, isn't there, across the Thames?
Yeah.
They sold the London Bridge to the Americans, didn't they? And they thought they were buying Tower Bridge.
Really?
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So they took London Bridge down stone by stone and shipped it out there. And what the fuck? No, London Bridge, that's Tower Bridge. Fucking hell. Someone got a bollocking for that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Imagine taking it down stone by stone, fucking labelling it all up. Fucking hell, that's some fucking.
Some flat pack, isn't it?
Yeah, and then putting that fucker on a boat, putting it
Yeah.
out to. I don't think that was New York. I can't remember where that bridge went, but it's called London Bridge. I don't know when they did it, a few years ago. And they fucked up.
Yeah, well, London Bridge is obviously still there.
Well, it's a new one
Yeah,
from
I
back
know,
then,
yeah.
yeah. But they thought they was buying Tower Bridge, one with the
Yeah.
two towers and
Yeah.
the roadway that comes up.
Oh, that I actually thought that was London Bridge.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, that's
I would have
Tower
bought the
Bridge.
wrong fucking bridge as well.
Well, that's what the fucking American thought, and they bought the wrong fucker. That's what I'm saying. Someone got a bollocking, didn't they, on
Yeah.
the American side of things? We've got 9 people here for dinner tonight.
9.
Not fucking Christmas Day.
Yeah. Mum does well, don't she, Britta?
It's my was your auntie's birthday, isn't it?
Yeah. Sun goes in and the wind comes out.
Yeah, it's gusting, isn't it?
Yeah. Good guess.
On Friday, where I was working, I left there, then came home. There was no wind up there. That's in the middle of Sussex. I come back down here on the coast. It was blowing a hoolie, and stopped since. It's been blowing since Friday. It was about Eastbourne. Is that blowing?
Yeah, it was windy on the golf course today as well. Gusting. So I felt like I played.
What,
quite
over
well.
at Uckfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never used to like playing golf in the wind too much. You've got to swing smoother, ain't you?
Yeah. I'm quite good at hitting a low ball as well. So I'm confident doing that. The high ones can get a bit wild for me sometimes.
Yeah, well, I used to hit the ball high, so I used to struggle in the wind.
Yeah.
That wind one not going now. It'd be lovely because there's warmth in that sun, isn't there? It's
Yeah.
just the fucking wind. Well, I've got about a Robusto left now.
Yeah, likewise. How long we been going?
Long enough, 38
38
minutes. All right, boys. We're going to leave you. Punch double Coronas. Expensive. 50 quid the cheapest you'll find it in Britain. More than likely to be around about the 60, 62. But what a beautiful smoke for a treat.
Yeah.
Enjoy your smoke, whatever it is, guys. We'll see you soon. Pug up.